Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucia's Route of Rewrite. Let's continue. I watch TV, then make and eat dinner. Only after spending a lot of time doing those ordinary things do I feel calm again. This is pathetic. I'm getting freaked out too. The mystery copy and the glass breaking. If only one of those had happened, I would have simply laughed it off as a coincidence. But both of them together is enough to make me honestly think it's a curse. I really did let Yoshino get to me. It was just so weird to see him act that scared of something.
あれを呪いだと思ったやつは助かった。そうだと思わなかった男は一歩間違ったら死んでただろうぜ。
What exactly happened to him? In my mind, various pairs of opinions duke it out. The me who is afraid of these creepy coincidences, and the other me who finds it silly and tries to console him. The me who still wants to satisfy my curiosity, and the me who warns against getting too deeply involved. No, I can't let myself curl up like a baby here. If I give up now because of these weird coincidences, Yoshino and everyone else who's afraid of the curse will only become more convinced it's real. That'll just make it worse for them. I've already stuck my neck into this cursed girl story. I need to see it through to the end. Isn't that why I asked Yoshino to get me all that contact information? A list of names and emails for everyone in 7th Municipal, Year 4, Class 1. I still have it folded up in my pocket. I take it out, timidly.
何を驚く？お前がコピーしたんだろうが。
Class rep said that when she gave me this creepy message. Don't wake me. Or else you'll... I'll what? Don't leave out the important part. Be a man and finish your threats. In my hand is the class list. For some reason, I don't want to open it. When I copied it, that message appeared. In fact, what if the copy class rep brought me was the correct one? I thought I made a nice clean copy of the class list and left, but then that thing came out. What if, when I open up this class list, it'll have the same message? No, that's not possible. I checked this copy with my own eyes after it came out. There's no way. It was a fake. That just isn't possible. So what if, when I unfold this, that message does appear? That's not possible. It just isn't. Urya! I shout to encourage myself as I open it, as if I wouldn't have enough courage to do it otherwise. Before I can decide what that means, the paper is open and its contents are exposed underneath the fluorescent light. What? Oh. I feel relieved. It's the contact information I was expecting, nothing unusual about it. Just to be sure, I check all the little details, turn it over a few times and hold it up to the light to see through it, but there really is nothing out of the ordinary. I'm pathetic. I have to quadruple check every piece of this thing before I feel safe thinking it's normal. I'm not trying to find any abnormalities. I'm only doing that many checks because I convinced myself there weren't any. When I notice that, I smile, mocking myself, and finally stop doing it. Contact information for 7th Municipal, Year 4, Class 1. There are just over 20 people in the class, about equal boys and girls. They appear to be seated in alphabetical order, since Yoshino's way in the back. Kishida Ryugo's a boy, right? So odds are any friends he had were also boys. Not necessarily. It's probably a good idea to pick out all the boys here and call them in order. Though they'll probably be a bit confused when some stranger Sunny calls asking about what happened 7 years ago. They might all be tight-lipped like Yoshino. Okay, how should I ask them? I'd like to ask about a classmate of yours who died 7 years ago. Maybe? Is there anything at all you could tell me about him? This feels like detective work now. No point getting scared about this. As a member of the Occult Research Club, I cannot show fear. I will reveal the truth and prove there is no curse. Then I'll release Yoshino and all his classmates from their fear of the curse. Anyway, I need to start calling people. The story really does seem to have a lot to it. It would have been a great article even back then. At this rate, I'll end up with a sensational story to publish. Where'd I put my phone? It's in my uniform again. I pull it out. Huh? The LCD screen is black. I don't remember the battery dying. I try pushing the power button, but nothing happens. That's weird. Is the battery that old already? I try putting it on the charger, but the charging light won't turn on either. I open it up and try repositioning the batteries, but it just won't charge. I don't remember doing anything that'll break it. Why'd this have to happen right before I start calling? Talk about demotivating. The phone hasn't blinked at me this whole time. It's broken. I don't have a house phone, so I can't call anyone now. The phone shop's probably closed at this hour too. I'll have to get this replaced on the way home tomorrow. The latest one have a lot of cool apps on them. I guess this is a good time to update mine. Still, something doesn't feel right. My phone broke right before I could start looking for more clues about the cursed girl. Is this another warning? Just a coincidence. Anyway, tomorrow I'll get a new phone and try this again. And if that one breaks, I'll figure that out when the time comes. It'll just be another unfortunate coincidence. If everyone starts thinking I'm cursed, these stupid stories will only get more popular. What? That night, in Yoshino's house, an extremely irritating sound filled the hallway. The sound of broken glass pieces rubbing against each other. Yoshino crouched down in the dark hallway, doing something by himself. He laughs slightly. The only thing illuminating the hallway was a flashlight he put on the floor. Why was he using a flashlight here in the middle of the night, instead of just turning the lights on? That single cone of light was so bright, it made everything else seem even darker. Countless white sparkles littered the floor. Yoshino was gathering them all on top of a newspaper. At first glance, it seemed like something had broken, and he was trying to pick up the pieces. But even if the hallway had no light, he could have at least turned on the lights in a nearby room to make it a little easier to see. Yoshino didn't do that. He couldn't do that. In the darkness, the phone started ringing. The little red light in the black hallway was clearly the answering machine indicating a call had arrived. But that lone red dot in the darkness looked almost like the fake light a carnivorous beast from the deep ocean would use to lure its prey into even deeper darkness. Yoshino stared at the red light on the answering machine as it rang. Then he stood up, and as the flashlight illuminated just one side of his face, he smiled confidently and said,
久しぶりだな。4年ぶりか。
It's getting louder. What's that all about?
よーくそったれ。昨夜はどうした？ 4年1組の連中に電話はしたのか？
Ha! You wouldn't believe what happened. My phone broke. I'm gonna get a new one on the way home today.
そうか。
No jumping to conclusions. It wasn't a curse or anything. Rumor has it the companies deliberately make their phones break easily, so you have to keep getting new ones all the time.
何にもないならよかったぜ。せいぜい大やけどするまで調査を続けてみろ。
Stop trying to scare me.
いつ尻尾を巻いて逃げ出すか楽しみにしてるぜ。
I will defeat the stupid curse you're afraid of. Don't worry about me.
そりゃ頼もしい限りだぜ。
I'll just leave out the creepy message and the glass breaking. The window in question has been temporarily repaired with a piece of masking tape. It's uncommon, but students have broken windows in the past. Yoshino seems to have accepted that explanation for now, since he hasn't brought it up. You promised to tell me everything after 3 days, so there's 2 days left.
そうだな。
You'd better keep that promise, and I won't stop investigating, nor will I get freaked out by anything.
ははー、なるほど。読めたぞ。そういうわけか、あの子。
Suddenly, class rep says something behind me. She's folding her arms and looks as if she just figured out something that displeases her. What are you talking about?
昨日のあの妙なコピー、吉野を怖がらすためのいたずらだな。
妙なコピー。
No, there wasn't anything like that. It was a perfectly clean copy of an ordinary class roster. Class rep, come over here for a second. I don't want Yoshino to know about that message. He's not very supportive of me right now, so if he learned about that, he might never tell me anything. I drag class rep out into the hallway.
担がんぞ。吉野を怖がらすためのいたずらの片棒なんぞ。
No, it wasn't that. I'll explain it, so please listen to me. There's no point doing this if she'll just misunderstand it in some other way. But telling class rep what I was actually doing might get her involved in the curse. Though if I don't explain that, she'll think all of this was a convoluted attempt to freak out Yoshino. Then she'll probably tell Yoshino what happened, and no doubt Yoshino would agree. Well, this is the hard-headed class rep we are talking about. She might stand in firm opposition to ghost stories and the like. Telling the truth might be the best option, even if she makes fun of me for it. The Cult Club received this letter a few days ago.
よくある安っぽい定番の都市伝説にしか見えんな。
That's what I thought at first, but since it gave me details about the boy, I figured I could look into it easily.
見つかったのか関係者は。
Yoshino was in his class at the time, but as I said earlier, he is afraid of this curse himself, so he won't tell me very much. So as for that second copy, you understand why I don't want Yoshino to know about it, right?
じゃあ、あのコピーは一体何だと言うんだ。お前の仕業じゃないのか？
No, it wasn't. That had nothing to do with me. I already said so yesterday. Some other student must have copied this a while ago and left it in the tray. But then you mistook it for an extra copy I made.
そんなことはないぞ。ちゃんとコピー機が動いて印刷されてくるところ、この目で見た。
Then what the hell was it? If I didn't copy it and it wasn't your imagination, then what was it? Don't tell me you think Asahi Haruka's curse did it.
そんな非科学的なものがあるわけがない。
What I copied yesterday was a list of contact information for Yoshino's classmates. Last night my phone broke, so I couldn't call any of them, but I'm gonna get a new one on the way home and start asking them about it tonight.
私には何が何だかわからん。ただ、吉野に余計なことを言わない方がいいという言い分については理解した。
Did she just say Yoshina?
ただ、吉野に余計なことを言わない方がいいという言い分については理解した。
Sounds like she said Yoshina. Thanks! He's seriously scared about this thing. It'd be really bad if he knew. And class rep, please forget everything I just told you. Or else, class rep will...
つまらん脅しはよせ。まあ確かに好んで首を突っ込みたくなる話ではないな。しかし、ならば天王寺はなぜヤバいと繰り返すこの話に首を突っ込む？
Well, I am in the cult club. It seems like this story is going somewhere. Now that all these weird things happened, I feel both scared and excited. So as a man, I can't back down now. If I run away from it, Yoshino will make fun of me.
男子という生き物はわからん。
There are some strange things happening, but that just makes me want to know the truth even more. Call me stubborn if you want, but the more things try to freak me out, the more I want to see this through to the end. This isn't just curiosity anymore. Doesn't this rouse your inner adventurer?
全く湧いてこないぞ。ただ、話を聞く限り、その朝日遥という少女が、なんと。
Sorry? After she says that, I notice it. Asahi Haruka's past resembles class reps in a way. Sunflowers wilted, small animals she was raising died, and class rep was blamed for all of it. In that sense, I can understand why she'd feel uncomfortable about the Asahi Haruka story.
この投書にも書かれてるが、朝日遥が誰かを襲ったわけじゃない。
That's true. Mirrors broke and kids got sick when she was around, but she didn't do anything.
ここに書かれているように、彼女が本当に吸血鬼で夜な夜な生徒を襲ったというのなら、一切の同情の余地はない。しかし、彼女は何をした？ただこの孤児院にやってきただけではないか。
Class reps remembering her own troubled past. I don't know the details of it myself. But still, I can tell how she feels, because her voice and eyes look so pained. Damn it, I'm such an idiot. I forgot to even consider the idea that Asahi Haruka might be a victim. I said I was trying to reveal the truth to prove Kishida Ryugo's death was just an illness, not a curse. But by the same logic, I should be trying to clear Asahi Haruka's name too. My failure to realize that indirectly hurt Class Rep. Now that I know that, I hang my head.
この階段の舞台が孤児院であるならば、ここに来た以上、朝日遥も孤児だったはずだ。身寄りもなく、ようやく仲間たちに出会えると思ったのに、吸血鬼呼ばわりされて。
When children decide to alienate someone, they can be very cruel. Back in elementary school, when a kid touched something icky, the whole class would start saying that touching him would get the ickiness on you. Sometimes they'd call it a cooties or something. Different regions have their own names and customs for it, but kids all over the country do it. Someone steps on a dog turd, then everyone starts calling them names and avoiding them. The kid can try to rub it off on someone else, but since everyone's avoiding them, they never get the chance. And the act of avoiding him gives all the others a sense of unity. Looking back on it now, it was pretty horrible. This is no game. At the time I didn't know what bullying was, so I considered it a kind of game. But it was nothing but bullying. You're right, there's no such thing as a curse, so Asahi Haruka isn't a cursed girl. She was just another victim, a sacrifice for cruel children's games. But I've been talking about her like she was some occult being, even though I wanted to prove there isn't any curse at all.
私はもちろん朝日遥という少女を知らないし、会ったこともない。だが、他人とは思えない気持ちになるんだ。
Class rep is convinced this girl experienced the same pain she did. When I look at her face, I feel very guilty about my misunderstanding. Sorry. I misunderstood something. This isn't about saving Yoshino from his fear. This isn't even about Kishida Ryugo. Yes, the real purpose of this investigation isn't to stop people from fearing this story. I'm supposed to be investigating this to clear Asahi Haruka's name. Thank you, class rep. Somehow I've been missing that this whole time.
天王寺。
Though I still don't know for sure if Asahi Haruka really existed. If she does, then she's been humiliated by this for years.
そうだろうな。私はクラスで飼っていた動物だったが、亡くなった人間の責任をなすりつけられる放命というのはどれほどなのだろうな。きっと私などお呼びもつかないほどに傷ついたに違いない。
Class rep clenches her pure white gloves. Those gloves still cover her own wounds, and she's carried those scars for several years now. But Asahi Haruka's humiliation goes far beyond that. I think I can see part of her sadness in Class rep's face. I guess I shouldn't be investigating this for fun anymore. As a man, I have a duty to finish this. Thank you, Class rep. I need to stop letting this curse nonsense scare me. The very act of being afraid desecrates that poor girl's past. So what about the copia? Who cares about the glass? What does it matter if my cell phone broke? I'm gonna get a new one and keep doing this. Forget what I said earlier. There's nothing dangerous about this investigation at all. I just let a handful of weird coincidences get to me. I will finish with this. That is all. Any questions?
いや、ない。
Class rep wasn't sure how to respond at first, but thankfully she hasn't denied any of what I was saying. This investigation is about Asahi Haruka, but this will also indirectly help Konohana Lucia as well. A girl who still has to cover her wounds with gloves after the cruelty she experienced in her youth. I hope I can heal her wounds as well someday. And the first thing I can do to make that happen is finish this investigation. Then I'll clear Asahi Haruka's name. When I pull that off, I might finally have some idea about how to get the thorn out of Class Rep's heart. No, that applies to her too. After seeing herself in another girl who lived through a similar ordeal, she might learn how to overcome her own trauma. I'm sure about that, because Class Rep told me herself after nodding.
それが調査の目的だというなら、私にも協力させてくれ。
I thought you might say that.
私では足手まといか。
You're more than good enough. Let's do this. Together, we will crush the stupid little ghost story. I hold out my hand for a handshake and Class Rep grabs it. Of course her glove's still on, but I can feel her firm grip. I'm glad to have an unexpected partner for this. There are over 20 people in that class, and it'd be a pain to call them all myself. I can easily imagine that girls wouldn't want to talk about something that happened 7 years ago with a boy they've never met. But they ought to feel a little better if it's a girl calling them. Class Rep should be a big help.
お安いご用だ。天王寺は男子、私は女子を担当する。いつやる？
Tonight.
わかった。やろう。
Conveniently, the teacher asked her to copy something again, so now Class Rep has a chance to make her own copy of the contact information. Next time on Rewrite. Thanks for watching everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye.